All right, here it is, 5.5 foot long by 4 feet wide. This skid right here would be perfect for most short bed trucks, your F-150 four doors, Tundras, smaller type trucks. Do a quick walk around here and show you what is on this skid. For anybody that wants to stay to the end, I kind of geek out on some of the details. Something that makes our skids a little different than the average skid is we put a lot of details into this. And our videos are long because I like to share that with you guys and show you what we do here. Yeah, there's a quick walk around. We'll start here. You see that there's 2 shelves on this, all CNC cut. The skid itself has a lifetime warranty on it. So with this being 5.5 feet long, we're able to add this second shelf right here. And that we have the garden hose reel on there. We'll go down here. This is a 7-gallon soap tank. Have a custom soap mount here, bolted down to the skid. Now that we're close up here, here's some of the fine details. If you look at this, the way that it's bent, precision cut, down to the nuts, screws, bolts, everything on this skid is high end. There's not a whole lot of corners that we're willing to cut on these things. The base is all aluminum. Flexilla 3/4. We could put 5/8 on this. We chose not to. You're going to get better water flow. Going to be able to keep your tank fuller while you're pressure washing. Going to the back here, we got 2 55-gallon tanks. One is for water, one is for bleach. These are strapped down to the skid with stainless steel tank straps. And if you look down here, these actually have a cradle system that it sits into. So the cradle itself is actually bolted to the skid, and then the straps bolt to that and then hold the tank in. Here's a look at the back. You kind of get an idea how those are attached to the skid. Let's look at some of the plumbing here. These are a lot of things that some people might not want to show you, but that is one of the areas that we are super proud of what we do here. So I don't mind showing you guys. So bypass line right there, that is a sweeping 90. If you look at that, you can get a 90 probably for $2 or $3, or maybe even use a plastic one there. That is stainless steel. Just that one piece alone, we spend about $10 on. Some places are up to $15, but your bypass flows into the tank better, it looks better, and just works better. So we're going to use better stuff. Let's take a look here. So with this being the water tank, you're going to have 2 drop sticks in there. One is for water, and one is going to be for the rinse valve to pull water into the bleach line there. Hudson float valve, so as the tank fills up, the water will automatically shut off. Let's take a look at one of the details here. So these are uniseals. So this right here is a regular bulkhead. I've seen where people use bulkheads for their lines in and out, and then actually attach the drop sticks to the bottom of the bulkheads. That is a major fail point for these systems. Bleach is corrosive. It gets brittle over time. With this being water, it wouldn't be as bad, but there's no reason to use uniseal there and then put bulkheads here. So we just went all the way around and put uniseals and everything. The reason why I like them is it allows the hose, I'm not really going to be able, well, you can see the bottom there. It allows the hose to flow directly through the tank. There's no interruptions, there's no fail points. It's straight from the tank into the mixer. Those are slotted PVC filters with weights here. These aren't connected. I'm going to try to show you guys here. Get my hand in here. I'm not going to be able to pull it up and show you guys, but those are just PVC, and those are used as weights. It's not connected to the filter down below. It just has a polypropylene banjo barb, and then it just slides onto the hose. There's no hose clamp. That is one thing. if you're going to tackle this yourself and build something like that yourself, do not put any hose clamps to your filters in your tanks. There's a video on my channel. Take a look at it. It'll turn your bleach black. 3/4 water inlet, those are 1/2 inch. If you look at these hoses, I'm not going to be able to show you here, but this is really good poly braid hose by Curitech. There's hardware store poly braid, which is garbage in my opinion. This stuff's a lot better, a lot easier to work with, and just works better on the skids. Like I said, bleach tank, you got all your plumbing running neatly down the side of the tank there. Everything flows. There's nothing that's going to pull or bend. The other tank there. Let's see if we can get in here. This is one of the fine details that we're very proud of. So we have a strainer filter in there. If I can show you guys. This filter is mounted to the skid with all thread. So it's bolted all the way through. So this is not moving one drop. So rattling and shaking and, you know, road disruptions while you're driving, it's not going to mess up some of the equipment. These are just fail points that we're trying to minimize. If you look at the poly braid here, hose here, we've put a 45 here, making this flow a little bit nicer without putting a 90 there. You're going to get a little bit better water flow into the pressure washer. The bypass line there. So like I said, that's a T-jet, and then what we're doing here is utilizing the clean out on the bottom of that, and that is actually your drain hose. So the cool thing about that, it's going to keep your strainer clean, and you're not going to have to worry about cleaning out your filter as often. There's your drain hose, all coiled up there. That's perfectly measured as it sits in the back of the truck. Once you unroll it out, it'll go just past where your tailgate would typically be. And that is a 1-inch drain. So you're not gonna have to worry about carrying around water. If you're running around in a smaller truck, you can reduce some of the weight there. This is a Honda 390 gear drive, 5.5 gallons a minute, 3,000 PSI. This is the black edition of the Hondas. Key start. This is a gear drive. And then you have the general pump there. So this will pull water out of the tank without having to worry about a gravity feed or a direct drive machine. Going over here, this is the Pro Mixer XL. There's a lot going on here. We have 3/4 going out. Those are 1/2 inch lines coming from the tanks into the mixer. What we did here is we upgraded this to 3/4. This one's 3/4. Then of course your soap line there is just 1/2 inch. And then this is our bleach rinse valve that I was telling you about. So up is you're pulling bleach, and then down of course is water. What that does is allows you to pull water into this one and completely cleans out your lines and keeps everything functioning a lot longer. There you see a light. This is a cool little thing here. So in our own company, we've had issues where this little switch here, there we are, this will get left on and the pump has power running to it until somebody finds, it could be days later. With this light here, once you turn this on, see that? You're not going to forget that your pump is on with that light. Super bright. Get back up here. You got your soft wash hose here with the ST510 gun. This is our favorite. Our hoses are crimped, so it screws directly into the gun. You got a quick connect fitting there. That would be a J-rod with 4 different types of nozzles for spraying your soft wash mix. This is a cool little feature here. This is a downstream bypass, and this is the stainless steel version. You have the super sud sucker injector right back there, the brass. So what you can do with this is throw a drop stick into the tank. You're pulling bleach, so you're able to downstream with this. You got a quick connect fitting there. We're using the reel for just storage. You'll have 200 feet of Fierce Jet, one wire heavy duty pressure washer hose. This is a ball valve swivel. This does have the Mossmatic on here. No cheap swivels. All the fittings on here are stainless steel. So we're not using, I don't even know what it is, the cheap metal ones that always rust out. And then of course the brass are not any better really than the metal ones. So we use stainless. So stainless, 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 stainless. And then of course the stainless steel downstream bypass. These hose reels are full frame aluminum hose reels with stainless steel manifolds. These are all fail points if you go with a cheaper hose reel or you go with a budget build. These are areas that you're going to have to probably sacrifice to get down to that cheap price point that you're looking at. This skid is competitively priced. If you're interested in this, send me a message. I'll have all my contact information down below in the bottom in the description. This one is ready to go. We're not really putting this one into production. This is going to be a special built to order platform here. If you're interested in something like this in a 48 inch by 48 inch, we will have those available as well. Nice little skid. Awesome starter rig or possibly a backup rig. Just a nicely laid out skid. Like I said, get a hold of us if you're looking for something like this. I'd love to help you. Have a great day.